Are fully autonomous AI agents going to happen? That's the million-dollar question in tech, or maybe even the trillion-dollar question in tech today. I'd love to say yes, kick back while a digital employee does all my work, but let's be realistic. We're not quite there yet. Fully autonomous AI agents face some pretty tough hurdles in real-world scenarios today. One big issue is what's called the stacking errors problem. When AI has to perform a series of steps, small errors at each step compound throughout the process. This happens over many steps, and so when you think about doing something like writing software, imagine it as 20 links on a chain. Each link has a 10% chance of failing. When that link gets to 20, the chances of it all working is only about 12%. In other words, those tiny errors pile up, like a bad game of Jenga when the whole stack eventually crumbles. And then there's context pollution, which is like a fog that thickens as the AI works through a series of tasks and considers other options. Even things that it considers but then doesn't take advantage of end up polluting future steps. Essentially, the memory gets messy. When you see this in action, it's a little hard to debug and go through and understand. So let me simplify it. There was a complex data handling task for a major healthcare company. Initially, we went through and refined each individual step. But when we wired them together, we started getting stray information from earlier steps and decisions being made. And so there was a gradual drift off course, and the final output missed the mark that the customer needed. These kinds of things underline the limits of autonomy in today's AI tech. It's probably going to happen someday, but not in the way that science fiction movies portray. At least, not yet. Right now, they're impressive assistants. They're expert accelerators. But they're not standalone. They excel at task-specific handling, and those bounded tasks allow a human with guidance to set them loose and get value, rather than setting an AI independently loose end-to-end and watch them be prone to wandering. At Improving, we've learned to treat AI as a force multiplier for our teams and for our clients, rather than a replacement. And that means keeping a human in the loop to catch the errors that are stacking up, clean out any of the context pollution before it derails the mission, and then fully autonomous AI running the entire business while you're on vacation in Tahiti? Let's hope so, but I wouldn't book those tickets just yet.